came from pain. This song came from tears. This worship was born through the hardest years. I'm not singing because everything went my way. I'm singing because mercy kept me another day. This praise came from pain, but it still belongs to you. After all I've survived, Lord, I still choose you. There were nights I cried so deeply, I thought my heart would never heal. There were days I smiled in public while hiding everything I feel. I carried battles in my spirit that nobody else could see. But every time I called you Jesus, you came and sat with me. You didn't shame me for my weakness. You didn't leave me in despair. You wrapped your love around my sorrow and reminded me you were there. So when I lift my voice in worship, it is not an empty sound. It is the cry of someone broken who was loved back from the ground. This praise came from pain. This song came from tears. This worship was born through the hardest years. I'm not singing because everything went my way. I'm singing because mercy kept me another day. I remember when the silence felt louder than my prayer, when I wondered if you heard me or if heaven still was there. But you were working in the hidden, you were moving in the night. You were holding every piece of me until I saw the light. What I thought would only end me became the place you proved your grace. What I thought was only ashes became a holy place. Now my tears have turned to rivers, flowing straight into your hands. And the pain that tried to drown me became the place where worship stands. This praise is not performance. This praise is not for show. This praise is from the valley where you would not let me go. This praise has walked through fire. This praise has crawled through rain. This praise has had to whisper when I had no strength to claim. But even in the whisper, you heard my broken breath. You met me in the shadow, and pulled me back from death. So I will not be silent. I will not hide my soul. The God who kept me breathing deserves my praise lifelong. This praise came from pain. This song came from tears. This worship was born through the hardest years. I'm not singing because everything went my way. I'm singing because mercy kept me another day. I used to ask you, why me? When the road became too hard, I used to wonder why my healing had to come through so many scars. But now I see your fingerprints on things I didn't understand. Even when I felt abandoned, I was still inside your hand. You were teaching me surrender. You were building holy trust. You were showing me that glory can rise even from the dust. Now I don't need every answer to know that you are good, because you stayed with me in places where nobody else could. I praise you for the doors you closed, though I cried when they shut tight. I praise you for the waiting rooms that taught my soul to fight. I praise you for the lonely roads where I learned your voice was near. I praise you for the midnight prayers that carried me through fear. I praise you for the strength I found when I thought I had no more. I praise you for the grace that met me lying on the floor, because nothing was wasted, not the tears, not the delay. You were turning every sorrow into worship on the way. I'm still here by your mercy. I'm still here by your grace. I'm still singing, I'm still breathing, I'm still covered in your embrace. Take my tears, take my story, take my story, take the pain I walk through. If it brings you glory, Lord, I give it back to you. There were moments I felt empty, like the oil had all run dry, but you poured fresh hope within me and taught my heart to rise. You gave me songs in sorrow, you gave me peace in storms. You held me through the breaking and kept my spirit warm. I didn't always feel